Every individual has their own shortcomings and limitations. This does not make you any lesser than another. Embrace them to bring a change so you can effectively use your strengths in situations. We are talking about how, even as a parent, you need to embrace your limitations. Now, if we ask ourselves, we all want to be closer to perfect. Lessen our errors, achieve more. But the reality is that problems exist. The fact is that there are going to be challenges. The fact is that each and every individual has their own strengths and limitations. And these strengths and limitations also are a very integral part of who we are. So even as a parent, your strengths and your limitations are a very important part of who you are, because it shapes your thinking, it shapes your behavior, and it shapes your actions while you're parenting your child. And these limitations don't make you weak. But when you're not aware of these limitations is when you actually expose your vulnerabilities. To be able to embrace your child as a unique person, it is also important to embrace yourself as a parent who doesn't need to fit any kind of a prescribed framework. You have to understand as a parent what your strengths are and how can you use it to your benefit and to the benefit of your child. And similarly, you also need to understand and embrace your limitations. So when you know that there are situations that can make you feel a certain way, what is coming in your way to sort of be able to parent your child effectively and in a healthy manner. Many times you would see that you're reaching a roadblock in your own communication, in your own connection with your child. And that might be happening because of certain belief systems that you're not aware of. It might be happening because you are making some error in your own communication to maybe talk about those belief systems and make the child understand where you're coming from. Or it could also be the fact that there are certain ways of how you deal and cope with things which are not very healthy, and they are coming in the way of your parenting. And if you're not aware of these limitations, you would not know how to change, where to change. So be an aware parent where you are able to also reflect on what are these limitations that come in the way, embrace them, accept them, so that you are able to come up with creative ways to bring about the change. Parenting is all about creative solutions. And when you become a creative person in a role of a parent, you also find your own strength over there. So your limitations become your strengths. It's also important to understand that you don't need to always extend beyond what your limits make you do. It's absolutely okay to stay within the boundaries, know your limits, and operate within those limits. We are not in a race where we need to be like any other parent. You need to know what you're comfortable in. You need to know how much you would like to accommodate. You need to know that along with the parenting, what are your other strengths that you need to keep on working on, so that as a parent, you feel a lot more confident within your own self. Recognize your uniqueness and understand the fact that change is a continuous process. So even in the role and journey of parenting, the changes that you see in yourself are a part of your own self-growth and your confidence as a parent, which is also going to reflect in your parenting and make your child a confident individual.